Absolutely, no problem. I'll get those plans over to you as soon as we can get them ready, and you'll have them in your hands by the end of the day. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, what's going on? Now look, normally I don't get in front of the camera, as you know, but I thought I would do it for this video. I've got a two-part video coming your way. It's a little longer than normal, so I do apologize for that. I normally don't put those kind of videos up, but I hope you stick around for this one. It's pretty special. It's a video that I've been thinking about for several years now, actually, and the opportunity came up about a month ago for me to get this done, and I thought I would take it and see how it would go. And I hope you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Your feedback is incredibly important to me. It really lets me know if I'm doing a good job. And I really do hope you like the video. I'm confident that you're going to be disappointed and then you're going to be excited. So definitely stick around, check the whole video out, and I will talk to you guys soon. Enjoy. What's going on, YouTube? BD Kane 721. It's Thursday afternoon. I wanted to squeeze this video in because it's going to be a two-part video. I'm not actually sure when you're going to see this content because tomorrow I'm taking the day off and I'm going up to the city of Long Beach, which is holding their Long Beach Expo, which is something that they've done pre-COVID, like every few months or so. It's like once a quarter, or maybe twice a year, 3 times a year. I'm not exactly sure how many times they do it. But it is a collectibles show heavily focused on coins and other types of collectibles as well as sports cards. Sports cards makes up maybe, I don't know, 20% of the show. It's not very big related to sports cards, but PSA always comes to this show from what I understand. Mainly because they're literally right up the street from Long Beach. Newport Beach, where PSA is headquartered, is not very far away. So I think they just feel this is one of those things they should go to and set up. And they're accepting grading as far as I know. And so what I'm going to do is take some cards up there, the ones that I've been reluctant to send away in PSA submissions through the mail over the years, cards that I've really wanted to get graded, but I've been too chicken to send them in the mail to PSA or to other people who are running submissions. So I'm going to try it tomorrow. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I've been to this show a couple times, but I've never gone to any show with the intent of grading any cards with PSA. So we're going to see how this goes. And I wanted to show the cards before I got them graded. I don't even know if I'm going to get them all graded because the price might be too much. And again, they don't give a lot of information on the show's website, but I'm going to go there, check it out, see what happens. I mean, wish me luck on that because I'm really not sure how this is going to go. I've got 4 cards here that I'm going to just show you really quickly, as quick as I can, that are 4 cards in my collection that I would consider top 10 cards in my collection that I really would like to get graded. And they all have stories attached to them. They're a little bit more sentimental to me than they are anything else, so I'm not sure if I'm grading them to, well, I know I'm not grading them to sell them or to trade them. They're going to be with me for quite a long time. The first card is a Fernando Tatis first Bowman Chrome card. This is the blue version from 2016. I've shown this card before in the past in some videos. It's numbered to 150. I got this card at the Chicago show. Was it Chicago I got this card? I think it was Chicago. Maybe it was the Atlantic City show. Actually, I think this was the Atlantic City show. I was at Atlantic City for a day, which was what, 2017, 18? Can't remember what year that show was. But I kept coming back to this table because a guy had this card on display for $200, and I didn't want to spend $200 for it because it wasn't going for that on eBay. And I was able to negotiate with him the last time I showed up at this table, and we got it down to $175. So that's what I paid for this card, and I really think this has a good chance of getting a 10. I think all these cards that I'm going to show you are all 9s for sure. At least I think they're all 9s for sure, and maybe a couple of them will have a chance at a 10. Next card is a 2012 Bowman Chrome of Mike Trout. This is the purple version, and this is numbered to 199. Back in 2012, I was opening up a lot of product, both Chrome, Topps Chrome, Bowman Chrome, and some others, and I actually pulled this card in one of those openings. I wish I had it on video. I went back to look and see if I could find it on my channel, but I couldn't. So I really think this has the best chance of the 4 to get a 10, this particular card, so I'm really excited to get this one slabbed up. The last 2 cards are the 2 bigger ones of the group, or at least I think they're the bigger ones. This is also another pull that I have on my channel. I actually know where the video is, and I'll tell you in a second, but it's the 2013. This is the Topps Chrome. This was called a Dynamic Skill insert back then, numbered out of 25, Mike Trout auto. It is a sticker auto, which is not the greatest thing in the world. I know all you guys out there are gonna get on my case about that, but it's still pretty awesome. I pulled this in a hot box, which back then meant that all the base cards were all refractors. And in fact, the video of that result, I didn't video the actual opening, but I videoed what I got in the box, is my feature video on my channel. So if you go to my channel's homepage, you'll see the feature video, and it'll show you the box results from that opening. Kind of a neat video, one of my favorite videos on my channel, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. So I'm really excited about that card, to get that one slabbed up. Hopefully that could get it. I mean, die cuts are always hard to get 10s, so I don't expect to get a 10 on this one. I hope it will, but I just want to get it slabbed up to protect it and to keep it, you know, in a nice condition. And finally, the last card, which you could probably guess which one it is for me. I've shown it a few times over the course of my life here on YouTube. It has a very special place in my collection, special place in my heart, because it was a gift from my mom about 8 years ago, and she did it without any consultation from me. She went ahead and bought the card and gave it to me the next time she saw me when I was visiting home. So it's the 2011 Topps Update Series Mike Trout. Now, everybody probably knows that Mike Trout is from the same hometown as me. I went to the same high school as he did. My oldest brother went to high school with his dad, so the Trout family is near and dear to our heart. I don't know Mike personally, but there is a connection there and a little sentimental value there, and this card has that story behind it, with my mom going to a local card shop and basically asking the owner, you know, what Mike Trout cards you have and which one would you recommend to buy. This was back in 2012 when he was starting to get popular, and the guy pointed right to this card, told her to buy this one, and it was for 25 bucks, if you can imagine that. So I'm really excited to get this slabbed. I've never had the courage to send this off. It looks like it's definitely going to be a 9. It's well centered. I don't think it's perfectly centered, but I think it's pretty well centered, to where I don't think centering is going to be a huge issue. The surface condition on both the front and the back look really good. The only other issue that I would point out is, if you look really closely, this bottom right corner is just a tad bit more rounded than the other 3 corners, so it's very possible that they'll ding me on that as well. So if I get an 8 on this one, I'll be shocked. A 10 is probably a less than 1% chance on this card, not just because of its condition, but probably because they're being more stringent on this card, I would imagine, these days. So I'm hoping for a solid 9 on this. It would be a coffin card for sure, and never leave my collection until the day I leave this earth. So that's it for right now, guys. Those are the cards I'm going to take up to the show tomorrow, and when I cut away and come back, I will have gone and come back and hopefully have some good results for you. I will talk to you soon. See ya. Here we go. It has been 18 days since I dropped these cards off at PSA in the Long Beach show. It's actually a pretty good turnaround. It's less than that if you think about just looking at business days. I dropped it off on October 1st, dropped all 4 cards off October 1st, and Today is October 19th. I did receive the package yesterday, so really it's 17 business days from when I dropped it off that I received the package, but for showing you guys, it's been 18 days. So you can see the box has been opened already, mainly because I wanted to make sure I had the right cards, and my wife wanted to see the grades too. She knew all about this and wanted to see them before I made the video. So couldn't deny her that. So now I already know the grades. Not going to be a blind reveal. I'm sorry about that. I know that that's one of my favorite things to do nowadays, but I'm still going to go through these cards like a blind reveal with you guys. And let's go ahead and pull them out of the box. They do package them nicely. I'm hoping the glare won't be too bad, guys. Sorry about that if the glare is going to be bad. I'm going to put my stands out here, put these cards up on the stage. So the first card is the TATIS card. And one thing that I did not mention, because I couldn't mention it, was that after that part 1 of this video, I went through the cards again, just one last time to make sure I was doing the right thing, or make me feel more comfortable about doing it, I guess. I mean, let's face it, I'm submitting these cards at $150 a pop. It's, you know, it's not cheap to do it. So I wanted to make sure it was the right thing to do. And what ended up happening on this particular card, not the other 3, but this particular card, I started seeing some things that, I'm going to turn this light on. I started seeing some things that I didn't like, and I wasn't sure whether or not I should really put this card out there. But I ended up deciding to do it because I wanted to take the chance. I initially thought this was going to be an 8 after that second round of reviewing the card, and that wasn't too far off, but very disappointing. I ended up getting a 7 on this card. So not too excited about this. Probably going to crack this out. The card looks so sharp. I don't really know. Obviously, I don't know what gave it a 7 or got it a 7. That's actually on the protective case. But I'm going to guess it was those issues that I started seeing. There was at least one little issue on the surface next to his helmet, and then the back had corners that seemed to be a little bit more worn than I had originally thought. The front looks great, and maybe it's the fact that these cards are a little bit heavier in stock, and sometimes the back of the corners can get a little bit worn. But a 7 is really not that great. Very disappointing. And let me know what you guys think, whether I should crack that open or not. Now on to the 3 Trouts. This is the Bowman Chrome Purple, numbered out of 199. I had all hopes that this card would get a 10. I thought of the 4, this was going to be the one that would get a 10, and lo and behold, it did not. It got a 9. So I'm not too upset about that. In fact, I'm still very excited I got a 9 in this card. This card's been in my collection for the better part of 10 years now, because this is 2012. I opened this, or I pulled this from a pack back then, so I'm pretty happy that I was able to save it all these years and still get a 9. One question I had for you guys, which I thought was kind of interesting, this particular case has those brush marks on them. I think you can kind of see it there in the glare. Right along the side here, there's these brush marks. I don't know what to do about that. I feel like that is something that PSA has done in the past with some cards that I've gotten. Any thoughts about that? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If I can send it back in to get it re-slabbed, maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. But anyway, in the end, great card, great grade. I'm really happy with that. Actually, I'll put this one up on the stage. It deserves to be up on the stage. All right. So, next card is the Dynamic Skill autograph of Mike Trout, numbered out of 25, 12 of 25. I have to tell you guys that my feeling on these cards has not changed. They are very difficult to get 10s on. Any kind of die cut card. I feel like getting a 10 is extremely success. It's an extreme success in my opinion. I really didn't see much wrong with this card, but because it's got all these different angles to it, I'm sure there's something I probably missed. So I was saying all along that I wanted a 9 on this. It's just such a beautiful card. It's a sticker auto, which is, I know, not the best thing in the world, but hey, it's still a Mike Trout auto on a card, and it did get a 9. So I'm extremely happy about that. That's exactly what I expected with this card, and that's going to go really nicely into the collection. Finally, the card that you probably are wondering the most what grade it got. I was really nervous about this card. This is the U.S. Update Series US 175 Mike Trout from 2011. After I dropped this card off, I had a lot of regrets about leaving it with PSA. I still to this day think that I overcame some kind of major hurdle in my life because I had been so scared of sending this anywhere for grading, just out of the fear of losing it or getting it damaged. So plus I probably didn't do any good by looking at a lot of videos of people sending this card in and getting it graded and coming back grades that they didn't expect. So I was really nervous about it, but I did send it in, obviously, and I was so excited to get it back. The case looks great. The card is awesome. Even the guy at the show said that this card is an extremely clean card, one of the cleanest he's ever seen. He tried to make me feel at ease, I think, maybe by saying that stuff. And you know, I told him I'm just hoping for a 9 because it's a coffin card for me. Has a big backstory, as you all know. But guess what, guys? It came back a Gem Mint 10. Let's go! Awesome card. I was so excited. My wife will tell you that I almost went through the roof when I saw the grade at home. But to get a Gem Mint 10 on this particular card, of all the cards in my collection, if I'm going to get a Gem Mint 10, this was the one I wanted to get. And with the story that I have about this card, it's an amazing, amazing thing for me. Boy, I don't know what my reaction would have been on video had I done a blind reveal, but it would have been pretty amazing. My heart's still racing. I'm having a hard time even catching my breath right now. So, awesome card, obviously. I hope you guys appreciate that. And you can hear the excitement in my voice about that particular card. I'm so excited to have that now back in my collection as a Gem Mint 10. And I'm actually pretty happy about the other 2 Trouts as well. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. That was a long time coming, guys. Very special video for me. Probably won't have that kind of a reveal ever again, most likely. If so, it'll be years down the road. But I'm really excited about it, and I'm sure I could probably sit here and talk for another 2 minutes about how excited I am. I know you guys don't want to hear it. So that's it. I will be back. I've got some other things I'll be doing later this week. I've got another PSA reveal from JT's group that came in yesterday as well, so I will get that up on the channel very soon. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. See ya.